Thank you, sir. Nothing Rick Reichmuth likes better than sitting out on the patio, having a nice cocktail. And Mike Cartozo from Home Depot is here, not with cocktails, but with some help on the patio and what you need to know when you're building a deck, making a patio.
Yes.
And it all starts with the wood, my friend. What's the difference?
Well, real quick before we get to the actual boards, I did want to mention to people that the first thing you want to do when it comes to a deck is focus on safety. And you can do this at any point in the season. It's smart to do it before the season, but at any point if you haven't done it, it's good at the beginning just to walk the deck and check out the supports where it's attached to the house. Look at the boards, look at the security of the railing. Just make sure that there's no issues. And if there are, deal with
liability
those. Well, you hear about that. If a deck is well maintained and built correctly, you're not going to have any problems. But there's no guarantee that that's what happens. So it's a good idea to check that at least once a year to make sure that it's in good shape. Now, secondly, if you want to repair or replace a deck, or if you're building a deck from scratch for the first time, you've got some decisions to make. The material. Now look at these boards and tell me which one is different, because there's one of these that is different than the others.
Well, the composite there.
Exactly.
On my left.
A well-educated deck man.
I'm a deck man.
So, and we'll talk about the details of that in a second, but first of all, the most popular choices are the woods. We've got the pressure-treated pine, we've got mahogany, redwood is always popular, cedar. The only thing about these is they're beautiful. Obviously, they look like real wood because they are. But the maintenance comes into play, because these are going to have to be sealed. You might choose to put a stain, and you're going to have to clean these on a regular basis and reseal them at some point, depending on the weather in your area and how often you use it.
You're talking to a guy who just finished resealing, staining my deck. It took back-breaking work.
And you got to do it.
Every year I'm doing it.
So these are less expensive than the composites on the front end, but there's the maintenance issue. So if you don't mind that, this is a great choice.
And the composite requires no maintenance.
You have to clean it. That's pretty much it. But it's maintenance free. These are naturally pest resistant, rot resistant. You do have to treat them because that will wear off after time. But bugs are not going to eat this. So let me show you real quick how they go in, because this is pretty cool.
All right.
Another thing that people like about these is that there's no screws going in. If you can see right here, obviously there's screws holding these in place, which is fine. But if you've ever walked on these barefoot, you might get a little splinter. Sometimes that's an issue.
Aside from the aesthetics of it, which this looks a lot nicer. Now show us the...
well, and when these first came out, there was concern because people thought it doesn't look like real wood, but they've come a long way.
Oh, absolutely.
This is Armor Guard from Veranda. And you can see there's a... I don't know if you can see the texture of this, but there's a nice wood texture to this. There's color variations, and if you look at it, if you didn't know any better, you would probably think that's real wood. But these are attached on the side. These little clips actually go onto the joists, and the boards just kind of snap into place. So you can see there's no holes on top, there's no screws on top. It's a nice, clean, finished look. People love it. And they also make all of these different ballasts and different railings, and you can get these in different colors. There's even glass ones. So all kinds of different looks that you can do. The top
I'm regretting my choice already.
There's all kinds of options for the post caps. Some have lights, solar lights, so you can light up at night.
How long? This is obviously more expensive, the composite, but it'll last, what? We're talking 30 years, right?
Oh yeah, these are guaranteed. I forgot how long they're guaranteed, but they are guaranteed longer than the wood, so there is a guarantee involved. And then of course you can do, look at this, all kinds of tiki torches, which are always popular.
Excellent.
This is King Kona, I believe is his name.
King Kona.
King Kona, and obviously patio furniture, grills, all that stuff. And patios. If you don't want to do a deck, if you have a flat yard and you want to do a patio, there's all kinds of paver stones, which are really easy to put in, and EnviroTile. If you get a chance, go online and look this up. EnviroTile, they're made from 100% recycled tires. You can put them on any flat surface. If you want, you can put them on a deck, because the water channels underneath, so there's not going to be any trapped water, no issues there. Beautiful designs, a lot of options for your deck and your patio.
Bring these to my party. More information on HomeDepot.com. Thank you, Mike Cartozo. Appreciate it as always. Guys, let's